Today I want to spend some more time thinking with you about a problem-solving approach to negotiation. One of the key things that we do as negotiators is work out problems using this particular process. As we think about integrative bargaining, which we've just spent the last several weeks thinking about, one of its values is the ability to help us resolve problems. Now, one of the things that happens if we're doing this integrative bargaining really well, one of the things that we're able to do is transition the conversation, and in doing so, have perhaps the first productive dialogue in the midst of conflict. Imagine with me the table. Many times as we find ourselves in competitive negotiation, we're often positioned across the table from the person that we're negotiating with. It's an adversarial position. We're trying to get from them, they're trying to get from us, and we're sitting across the table seeing if there's a place that we can meet in the middle. But the integrative approach is very different. In fact, our positioning at the table is even different. And so if we're going to be effective, we've got to imagine this. We've got to imagine that the person that we're negotiating with is actually sitting on our side of the table. Now, they're not right next to us because there's a lot we disagree about, but they're on our side of the table. And on the other side of the table is the problem. Now, here's the moment where we're trying to think creatively with each other. How is it that together we can try to resolve this problem? Now, notice with me, the posture is very different. This is a moment where for the first time, we're perhaps working with the other side as opposed to against them to try to figure out how to resolve this particular conflict. And yet again, it's going to require some work. It's going to require a lot of conversation because there's still some distance, there's still some perspective that separates us. But here, we're working together, and that is a significant transition in this process. So next time that you find yourself in a very difficult and protracted negotiation, let me encourage you to do this. Get a whiteboard. Get on the other side of the table from that whiteboard. Have the person that you're negotiating with come sit alongside you. Put the problem on the whiteboard and begin brainstorming solutions. And you'll be amazed at how creative that you can become, on how much productivity that positioning can generate, and how the conversation will change for the better.